Hello and welcome to my channel, my space to journal my days, to reflect and be thankful. My journey is an ordinary girl, one in a million in this so ordinary world, but aiming for the extraordinary. My thoughts for today, a new page I now create. Welcome to Slim's Diary. Beach party, beach party, beach party. Beach party. Oh dear diary. I did say I was going to try and organize something with a few friends. Well, I did. So I organized an outing to the beach with our safe bubble family and three others. The weather was meant to be great, but fingers crossed, you never know with these things. I didn't tell the kids as I didn't want them bugging me every other minute about it. No, I wasn't going to be having any of that. Most guilty of that would be Debbie, who would want to know what's going into the picnic basket, whilst asking for a whole lot more to be packed into it. They were super excited though when I finally told them 2 days before the day. Debbie was ecstatic and over the moon with joy about it. She was finally going to see some other friends she's not been able to see since the lockdown. I mean, they do see during calls, Zoom calls, or FaceTime calls and stuff like that. But she was upset though that I didn't tell her way before then, as it meant she now had less time to get her body beach ready. I stopped short in amazement when she said this, thinking to myself, you're 10. You're 10. What in heaven's name do you know about beach body? Beach body. Beach body. Oh gosh. What do you know about beach body, my dear? It's the craze with looks these days that 10-year-olds are already into that sort of thing. She opted for salad for dinners and took small portions for other meals while I looked in amazement. I mean, what is this world coming to? I didn't know anything about Beachbody when I was a age, neither did I care. It's crazy how things have changed so much from when I was a kid. They clamored to get their chores done the night before, to which I said no, but that didn't stop them from getting up really early to get them done. You should have seen them. They were ecstatic and jumping around like they had needles beneath their feet. Gosh. This is my first time going as far as we went since the lockdown. I hadn't really been out and about, to far distances. I hadn't been on the motorway or the highway, as some people call it, nor in the city center. And it all felt very strange. The beach was great though. There were loads of people, but enough space for everyone. And the weather was great. We had an amazing time. It's really, really good to see friends. There was an awkward moment at the beginning when we just arrived, as I wasn't sure if I could hug them or just say hello, because one or two of them were shielding. But we ended up hugging each other, and that was good. But it just felt strange at first. The kids, without a care, went fully into their thing, building sandcastles and all. There was lots to eat, and we had music blaring from a small speaker. We kind of turned it into a small party and ended up having people staring at us. Not because we were too loud or loud in any way, mind you. No, we were very respectful and mindful of other people. But they couldn't help but, I guess, admire the beauty in us, free spirits, while we're drinking and talking, eating, laughing, and dancing all at the same time. It was so good to be in the great outdoors. I really did enjoy it, even though I didn't get my feet wet. But not JJ. He dived straight into the sea for a swim as soon as he could, only coming out for food now and then. I was just content, looking pretty in my sunglasses and in my sun hat. I didn't need to get wet. The sound of the waves and the giggle and the laughter of the kids running around and building sand castles was a sight I missed and relished, just soaking it all in. Such a simple pleasure of life. To round off the day, we decided on racing. We had the boys racing, the girls racing separately, and the moms and the dads. And I'm glad to say I managed to hold my own and didn't shame my family. I wasn't the first to cross the finish line, but I wasn't the last either. My recent hard work paid off. We couldn't leave though without getting some ice cream from the ice cream van. I'm not sure what it is with those ice creams from those vans, but it seems to be a must when we do go to the beach. Time went by so quickly, and all too soon it was time to go. We'd spent almost 5 hours on the beach, and it seemed like 30 minutes. We spent a long time saying goodbye at the car park. It was like no one really wanted to go, but eventually we all had to pile into our cars and say goodbye. It just got me thinking. And my takeaway from it all is that we were created for physical contact, to be together. Yeah, all this social distancing isn't normal, and I do hope we go back to normal soon. I'll keep you posted, diary. Good night.